Good morning and welcome to the ADS Securities Fundamentals Update for today. Beginning with the Chinese figure that were released during the weekend. Chinese February exports unexpectedly fell by 44.9 on a monthly basis and by 18% on a year-over-year basis. Trade balance also posted the first deficit since 2012 to minus 23 billion as well. Furthermore, inflation also eased back to 2% in February, down from 2.5%, while it had been anticipated to decline slightly to 2.1% only. The figures increased the fears for further slowing down and could be faster than expected, leading the Aussie dollar to retreat back to 0.9030 so far. In Japan, further economic figures showing a failure of the current policy led by the Bank of Japan. Final Q4 GDP has been revised down to 0.2% instead of 0.3%. But most importantly, current account deficit hit a record low with minus 0.59 trillion in January. In the meantime, while the recent deterioration, the Bank of Japan may act again in the next few weeks, but the question remains, or the question would be, what are the available tools for the Bank of Japan other than QE? As for the European session today, there are a few economic figures will be released today ahead of the Eurogroup meetings, which will be held across the day. Beginning with the French industrial production, was set to rise by 0.6% in January after a decline of 0.3% in December last year. During the same period also, Italian industrial production may rise by 0.4% in January as well after a decline of 0.9% in December. Furthermore, Switzerland year-over-year retail sales may rise by 2.7% in January comparing to a rise of 2.3% in December last year. Going forward to the U.S. session today, there are no economic figures will be released from the U.S., while we'll be looking at Canada housing starts, which may rise to 190,000 in February, up from 180,000 in January. This is it for today. You can follow us on our social media sites, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube to get the latest breaking news, reports, and analysis. Have a good week.